Getting married in the middle of the pandemic seems like quite a daunting task, but how tough is it actually? We find out as we speak to two brides. First up, Upasana. I'm now with Upasana Jaju Ghai. So Upasana, how was it getting married in the middle of the pandemic? Was it daunting?
Of course, it was. We had planned to get married that date, and obviously we had bigger, grander celebrations in mind. But once the pandemic and the lockdown hit, we just, as a family, decided that we were going to stick to our dates, and we were just going to take it in our stride and have a smaller COVID wedding.
In terms of safety protocols, what are the things that you and your wedding planner kept in mind?
Well, I wanted a very homely feel wedding. I wanted my mehendi to be in my house, which I think they struggle with a little bit with the spacing and how it's going to work, and so many people coming into your house. You have grandparents, COVID perspective. But I think they managed pretty well. For the wedding, I was originally supposed to get married in a maid bhavan. So I always wanted this absolute royal, regal look. So I think they did a very good job of trying to recreate that at home.
What's your advice to all the brides out there?
Don't let the wedding get bigger than you and your relationship. It's so easy to get swayed into these wedding plannings and these little extra details in your clothes and flowers and decor. It doesn't matter.
Why did you choose Shantanu and Nikhil? What's the mandate that you gave them?
I had done my research and I always had a basic idea of what I wanted, but I think that's where the designer comes into play, and I could not have made a better decision than to go with Shantanu and Nikhil for my gown and my wedding lehenga.
Nikhil, we're in the middle of a pandemic. It started in March 2020. We're now in January 2021. How has it impacted the Indian fashion business, since the truth is a large part of it was dependent on the big fat Indian wedding, which has become super skinny or non-existent?
Well, Ambika, the world has gone through a massive change, and I think this change is going to have an everlasting effect on all industries. The fashion industry is not very different from the rest. But having said that, the whole idea of weddings being shrunk to 50 people, and with the fear that people are now in to go out, and celebrations have taken a whole different meaning. The industry of fashion, the industry of weddings, they've been impacted hugely. As designers, we are changing and pivoting almost every week, thinking of new ways to reach out to consumers. So it's been a great time for us to be as thinkers. Also, creativity has now come with a different kind of opportunity, I feel.
But weddings were the mainstay of the fashion business. So considering those have reduced considerably from 2,000 to 3,000 people, the guest list is down to 50 to 100 people. What kind of, how is it impacting the numbers of fashion labels?
I mean, this is a direct impact on the industry, right? So if a lesser number of people go to a wedding, obviously lesser number of people are wearing your clothes, which means you have to look at your back end and see how much you really need to produce. Now that cycle has started to happen. Before, the production used to happen in terms of sampling, rather, used to be 5 times a year. We keep throwing drops every other month. Because there was a demand of people going to places to celebrate. Celebrations have reduced. Number of people going to places have reduced, and therefore the weight on design has reduced. It's made a huge impact on the industry, and I think the numbers will continue to come out every quarter.
How is the pandemic bride different from the bride of the yesteryears?
Difference between the pre-pandemic bride and the pandemic bride is that she needs her solutions right now. You don't have it, party's over for you.
So tell me, Upasana got married a few months ago in the middle of the pandemic. What was the mandate that she gave you?
The mandate here was silhouettes. And because the brand is focused on silhouettes and drapes and structure and fluidity, femininity, and a bit of fierceness, she completely related to it.
I read somewhere that the Indian fashion houses, a lot of them have suffered hugely because the weddings have shrunk. Some of them, the businesses have gone down by 50%. When do you think the numbers would start looking up?
Well, it is very clear that the businesses have shrunk. To give it a specific percentage from previous years, it's hard because numbers are still coming out. But I'm very bullish, Shantanu and I are very bullish that this Diwali is going to be a turning point for the entire industry.
Our next bride is 30-year-old Arushi Khanna. She is getting her Mehndi outfit at a store in Khan Market in New Delhi. Turani launched in 2018. The brand's sales were down to 30% back in May 2020. But when they opened up around Diwali, sales revived to an 80%. And now, some days they do better than pre-pandemic sales. Little wonder that the designer Karan Turani is a big fan of the brides in the pandemic. Do you think a pandemic bride is different from a non-pandemic bride? How has the pandemic evolved a bride's perception of what she should wear?
I feel like it's only been for the better for me. As sad as it may sound, but I really feel like it has changed the way the idea of dressing up for us as Indians has kind of completely changed. The notion of actually dressing up for the people around you has changed. You want to do it for yourself.
So Karan, what's the mandate that Arushi gave you for her outfit?
So Arushi came to us saying that she wants to actually really enjoy her wedding. She wants to be herself and she wants to feel light and she wants to be able to dance and have a good time. And that for me, again, I think it makes me happy as a designer because it's somebody really living the moment and not really wanting it to be otherwise where they feel lost. They don't even know what exactly happened that day and then eventually you're only seeing a memory of it.
Why green?
We went for green mostly because she was very specific that she wants to part ways with the specific colors that you usually see. She wanted something which is what my idea of the modernity is, that she's not only going for a template of what is ideally supposed to be correct, not your lavenders and pinks and which is a typical bride color, etc. But she wanted something fresh but still have a soul to it.
I'm now with Arushi Khanna, a bride-to-be and a feminist researcher. She's 30 years old and she is getting married in less than 5 days. Arushi, tell us, how is wedding planning going on during the pandemic?
So it's, I think with the pandemic, me and both my partner and I, we were very involved in the planning process, even though we do have planners and we've had great planners who've been working with us. So it was very hands-on, but definitely scaled down. So every vendor was sort of picked very carefully just to make sure that they understand that people's safety and hygiene and health is sort of prime importance through the entire process.
So what have you done to make the wedding more intimate, as you said, and more personal?
So it's a scaled down wedding. It is around 50 people as the rules require. A lot of things, I think, from the process of sort of inviting people, our invitations, we've only sort of stuck to really personalized e-invitations.
You'll be here at the Turani store. Why did you pick this brand and what are you planning to wear?
I've actually been following the brand for a while now, I think a little over almost a year and a half. And I always wanted to own a Turani piece, and I'm so glad that I'm wearing Turani for my Sangeet.
What was the mandate you gave Karan?
So I had told him that I wanted to be something that is a pop of color. It's intricate, traditional, subtle, but also sort of makes a statement.
Most brides indulge in a beauty routine or they get on a diet. What have you been doing for your wedding?
So I think the working from home and the COVID situation
helped with having a routine with respect to working out.